All righty, we are back with another Facebook Live tonight from the North Texas Top Team Realtors. Welcome, everybody. While we are waiting for everybody to jump on the Facebook Live, let me quickly introduce everybody. Tonight, I have Dylan Omberg with me. Dylan is an awesome realtor with North Texas Top Team Realtors. Plus, y'all, he has a background in construction, so this is a great topic. Welcome, Dylan.
Hey, happy to be with you.
Awesome. We're so glad you're here. I also have Gabby Powell with us tonight. Gabby, y'all, she's my right-hand person. She helps me run the office, and she's going to moderate the chat for us tonight. And we're going to make sure to answer any questions that you might have. So make sure to chat those in. But thanks, Gabby, so much for being here tonight. Really, really, really appreciate you.
Yeah, of course. Hi, guys. I'm happy to be here tonight.
Awesome. We're so glad you're here. And later tonight, now, like I said, Gabby's going to help me run the show. So Gabby's going to be posting a link for you guys to get some free information. I know it's going to be really helpful to you. So if you're tuning in just now, make sure you stay until the end so that you can get that free information. So now, while we are waiting for others to join, Dylan, let's just briefly chat about the current real estate market in North Texas. I mean, I'm hearing crazy things out there. So Dylan, what is happening in the real estate market?
Yeah, you're hearing right. The market in North Texas is very competitive right now. It was really hot over the summer. It kind of slowed down a little bit over the holiday season, but now it's picked back up. The trend is the houses will hit the market towards the end of the week, have many showings over the weekend, and have many offers by the end of the weekend with highest and best either on Sunday night or right away Monday morning. So it is very competitive.
Wow. Okay. So first weekend is the weekend.
It is. Got to act fast.
Yeah. Well, I know home sellers are really glad to hear that information for sure.
Yes, definitely a hot seller's market out there right now.
Yep. I agree. All right. Well, so for those of you who are just now getting logged in, you have really great timing because we're really just about to start. So our topic tonight is going to be a great one for homeowners. Our discussion will be all about home remodels that are worth the money when you sell in 2022. Now, like I said a moment ago, don't forget at the end of the night, we're going to be providing a link so that you can get some free information from us about the costs of remodeling. And, that'll be a great gift to you. So tonight, I have Dylan Omberg with me. Now, Dylan is an awesome realtor at my office at the North Texas Top Team Realtors. And Dylan, you've been helping home buyers and sellers for almost 2 years now, right?
Yep, that is correct.
All right. Well, we are glad that you're here tonight.
I'm glad to be here as well.
All right. And then we're going to talk about the topic that we chatted about before is we're going to talk about home remodels that are worth the money when you sell in 2022. And I know home sellers are wondering if they should make updates to their home before selling. Should they just sell the house as is? Because, I mean, gosh, the market's so great. I also think some homeowners who are not considering selling right now might still want to know, well, what remodel would be best for someday for my future resale value, right? So with that being said, Dylan, homeowners might be wondering which updates or remodel projects are going to give them the best return on their investment.
Yeah, well, according to Realtor magazine, the best update to do on your home to get the best return is repainting your kitchen cabinets. The average cost to do this is around $1,300, and it helps you sell your house 10 days faster. A lot of people like cabinets to be white, so that's just typically a safe bet.
Well, I agree that kitchen remodels are always important for resale value. Many people probably have even heard that before, but I would bet most people didn't realize that just by painting the cabinets, it would make such a big impact. Seems like a small price, and it really could make a big difference. So that's really great information. Besides painting the kitchen cabinets, what other kitchen updates would you think is going to be a good return on investment?
Yeah, kitchens have a huge impact on the sale of your home. Other updates in the kitchen to consider would maybe be the countertops and the backsplash. On average, this costs around $3,000 to do both of them. You could sell your home 9 days faster.
All right. Well, that is such great information, and we all knew kitchen remodels were the thing. So this is great. Thanks so much for sharing the information with us tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, so we've talked about kitchens, but I know it's not just kitchens that make an impact on resale value for homeowners. Can you talk about another item or another room, any other items that a homeowner could update and get maximum return on their investment?
Yeah, like we were just kind of talking about, kitchens are very important. Next would be the master bath remodel. A lot of homes will have a nice jetted tub and newly tiled stand-up shower with double vanity and a big closet. If you can't do both a tub and a stand-up shower, I would highly recommend having a tub in a different room, a different bathroom in the house. Having at least one shower tub in your house is important, especially if you have kids and need to give them a bath. Besides those few upgrades, you can't go wrong with fresh paint throughout the house to make it look and feel fresh.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I do think, I think I'm on the same page with you on that whole bathroom thing. First, have a tub somewhere, even if it's not in the master, have a tub, right?
Right, for sure.
Yeah, okay. And fresh paint. Well, that's really good information. So, I think that most people probably had heard kitchens. People have probably heard bathrooms. And gosh, it sounds like a fresh coat of paint can also make a really big difference when somebody's selling a home. So based on this conversation, I'm going to say, everybody that's been thinking that's probably been right. But keeping with our topic for tonight, which is home remodels that are worth the money when you sell in 2022, do you mind if we dive a little deeper?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so I think the next question most homeowners or home sellers might be wondering is, where do I start? How do I know which updates are going to give me the best return on my investment?
Yeah, I mean, I would just highly recommend having a realtor come in and tour your house and giving you advice of what they believe is best for your house. Each house is different, so it's important to have a professional come in and give you advice on what needs to be done on your house for you to get the most money. Then ask the realtor for recommended vendors. They will have a list of their go-to plumbers, electricians, painters, or whatever else you need to get done. Before you start, make sure to reach out to your realtor and make sure that they're on the same page, so that you can get the most money when you end up selling and making sure that it's worth your investment. I feel like a lot of people don't realize that realtors do so much more than just sell a house. They're there throughout the beginning stages and throughout the whole process of selling a house.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. And I think you're right. Some people may not know that realtors really do more than just sell houses.
Mhm.
So I love that. All right. Well, so having a realtor provide an in-home consultation, like you talked about, sounds like a really great idea. That way, it sounds like the homeowner can make the best informed decision, which, in my opinion, is one of the most important things to do, is get all the facts together before you keep going, right? But for everybody watching this video, I think one thing that might be important for you is that later tonight, we're going to be giving away that free information. And it's going to be all regarding construction costs and what that might look like if you were in fact considering a remodel, to have an idea of what that might look like, price wise. So keeping that in mind, and well, speaking of costs, Dylan, once a homeowner decides to make some updates, how do they start working on their budget? What would you suggest for budgeting for a remodel?
Yeah. Yeah, I would highly recommend to get multiple bids, user recommendations, and make sure you reference the price that your realtor tells you, how much more you can sell for once they are done, to make sure it's worth the investment.
Okay, so here's how much your house is worth today versus here's how much it'll be worth if you make the update. Say it's $5,000, and then it's going to cost me $10,000 to fix it. Sounds like a bad idea, but if it's only going to cost 1,000 and I'm going to get 5,000 back, seems like a good idea. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Yeah, that would be a good investment.
Okay. All right. Well, this is really great information. I really, really appreciate it. So, all right. So some people that are probably watching tonight, they may not have thought about this particular aspect of how this might go. So sounds to me from our conversation like a realtor can provide lots of great information, lots of great advice. And I think most people may be happy to know that realtors do so much more than sell houses, because this is such an important topic. So keeping all of that in mind, let me ask you another question. Once the homeowner is ready to begin a remodeling project, do they need to pull permits when they're having that work done?
Yeah, you'll need to pull a permit if you're dealing with things like your fence, your driveway, roofing, swimming pools, or any additions, alterations, renovations, or repairs to the building or the structure. If you're not sure if you need to pull a permit, reach out to the contractor. They usually know and they can help you throughout that process, or you can always contact the city and see what they say.
Okay, well, that makes total sense. So that's some really great information. Thank you for that, Dylan. And it does sound like it's so important that a homeowner make sure that they get the work done right and, well, by a professional, right?
Right.
So as we're learning all of these details about the remodeling and the home, resale value and all of those kinds of things, I think probably the next logical question might be, what trends should I be following? So what are some of your favorite remodeling trends for 2022?
Yeah, I would have to stick with the kitchen cabinets. That's one of my favorites. I'm actually about to do this on my own house here in a couple of weeks. A lot of people are converting extra space into an office, especially with working from home. It's becoming more popular. A lot of people are also, another thing that I like, I should say, is having a covered outdoor area from the shade, especially down here in the hot Texas. And then replacing old windows with new ones, and maybe even adding some new windows for more natural light in the house. And then, of course, the master bathroom refresh. You can't go wrong with that.
Huh. Okay. I love it that you mentioned the shade. I know that you're not from Texas originally, and it is hot down here, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, so let's start with some of those. Let me chunk some of those down. So let's start with, you mentioned the idea of converting some space in your home to an office, right? And I agree. I think people have either wanted to do that over the last few years or they've needed to. It's been more of a necessity to do that over the last few years. They've got adults working from home, they got kids doing schoolwork at home, and of course just needing more space where people can just focus on whatever project they're doing. So with all of that in mind, how does adding a study or an office impact the resale value of a home?
Yeah, that's important to a lot of people these days. Adding or converting a bedroom into an office can be a game changer for sure. I'm actually dealing with a few clients right now that this is a make or break if they want the house or not. One of the husband, he works from home and he needs to have that extra office space besides a bedroom. It's becoming more and more popular with the way things are going in the world today.
Yeah, I agree with that. And even though I feel like we're towards the end of the pandemic, I don't think people are ready to start working from the job site anymore. If they can stay home, they're staying home, don't you think?
Right. Yeah, I think a lot
Yeah,
of people are. If their office is giving them the option, I think they're wanting to stay home. You don't
yeah,
have to
yeah.
travel or anything.
I think it makes a big difference on that resale value. That's why we're talking about it. So another thing you mentioned a moment ago was that living area, right? That extended patio, that outdoor living space, and of course with some shade, so the Texas sun. So, at my house personally, I have multiple outdoor living spaces, and we do spend quite a bit of time there. So I can understand why this would make a big impact on resale value. And even if it's not hot out, maybe maybe it's cold out and you want to have a little fire pit or something. So I don't know, what are the most cost effective remodeling options when it comes to an outdoor living space?
Yeah. If you have a patio, adding a covered patio to that is fairly cheap. You can either go with the full roof and shingles, or the big oversized patio umbrella, or even a pergola just to get some type of shade in there. If you don't have a patio, add a wood deck to provide some space for entertainment. And then if you want to go big, add the fireplace, the built-in grill, and the kitchen, and the whole 9 yards, getting the ceiling fan in there and everything to keep it cool underneath the shade.
Football's important in Texas. You got to have a TV out there too,
Oh
right?
yeah, the outdoor TV, you gotta. Yep.
Absolutely. I think you might, don't tell Stanley to watch this because he might have just gotten a few new ideas for our house. All I'm saying.
I'm on his side. I think you should do it.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, thank you so much for this fabulous information. I really am enjoying the conversation tonight. I appreciate all of the information, but I have one more question for you about this. So you mentioned replacing the windows earlier, and I wouldn't think that's going to have, and I think most sellers wouldn't think that's not going to have the same wow factor as like painted kitchen cabinets, right? But I do know from personal experience, they do make a huge impact on your energy efficiency in your home. So do you think at the end of the day that a homeowner will get a good return on their investment when they're replacing the windows?
I would agree with you. I don't think it's necessarily a big wow factor. It may not be a high return on investment, but it will save you money in the long run. Plus, having foggy windows when trying to sell it can look dirty and not allow the home to show at its best. And if buyers see that, they could ask you to replace them, especially if they see that the leaks or the seals are broken. They don't necessarily want to mess with that.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. And it does seem like windows might be something that somebody should consider, especially if their house is older, right?
Yeah.
So, between the foggy, broken seals to the energy efficiency. But speaking of energy efficiency, let's talk about another thing that I feel like is kind of popular, is like maybe gaining popularity. How do you feel about solar panels? Will a homeowner get their return on their investment when adding solar panels?
Yeah, so solar panels can be a little bit touchy of a subject when talking about trying to sell your home. Having solar panels on the house when you plan to stay in it for a long time, that'll save you money and it's a good investment. However, if you just got the solar panels on the house and you took out a loan to do so, not all buyers will want to take out the loan for the solar panels when you sell. They're more than likely already asking a good price to buy the home, and then tacking on another big loan could scare the buyers away.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if it might even cause them to not be able to qualify for the loan, do you think?
Right? That could become an issue. Yeah.
Huh. All right. Well, I know this is a lot of really good information. It's a lot for our viewers tonight to absorb all of this. And I really, really do thank you for all of your advice today. So with everybody learning all this information, here's another thing that I'm picking up on just a little bit here. It seems like you're really passionate about real estate in general. Is that true?
Yes, it is. Yeah, I strongly believe in investing in real estate and the power it has to change people's lives. It provides a roof over your head for your family, and then it also benefits in a financial gain over time. So I'm glad I could be here to provide some more information about remodeling.
Awesome. Well, I couldn't agree more about the investing. I know that real estate is such a great investment. And we have learned a lot tonight. It's kind of overwhelming, all of the stuff, that you think about when you're in a home and you're deciding, should I fix this or should I not, or should I update this or should I not? So I do feel like people probably appreciate the fact that a realtor can help them decide on remodeling, even if they're not thinking about selling right now, right? So with all that being said, I just really want to thank you so much for spending the time today and for all the great information and all of the tips. Let me just check in with Gabby real quick. Let me see if we have any questions for you from the folks on Facebook Live tonight. Gabby, do we have any questions that we need to answer?
Yeah, for sure. There are no questions on my end right now. I think you guys did a great job of covering everything. So nothing on my end.
Awesome. Well, I greatly appreciate you guys both taking the time tonight and spending some time with our folks here on Facebook. It's greatly appreciated, certainly by me, and certainly I would think by those that are out there on Facebook land. I don't know, what do you call that? Out in cyberspace. But I am going to share my screen real quick here so that folks know how they can reach out to you. So if they have any other questions, if they would like to chat with you, Dylan, is this the best way for them to reach you? Is just maybe text you on the phone number here on the screen?
Yeah, yep. Texting or calling me is probably the easiest way to reach out to me.
Awesome. Very good. Well, I greatly, greatly appreciate all of your time tonight, all of the great advice, and hopefully some of the folks that are watching today got some information that'll be helpful for them, or they'll reach out and ask specific questions about their individual house. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. All right. Well, you have a great rest of your night. And for those of you on Facebook, catch us next month for our next Facebook Live, and we'll be right here. Have a great night.